What is going on? Welcome to another Sunday Q&A. I'm doing this one a little bit early because I'm working on the charger all day today and I don't want to really cut into that time. So, probably do this live stream for around, I don't know, 30 minutes and maybe 30 minutes to an hour. We'll see what happens. But um, yeah, I just want to pretty much get a lot more done on the charger before Monday's video. I was planning on having a video this week, but it just ran into a bunch of not really issues, but welding plug welds and welding pretty much a million of them just takes a very, very long time. And there's just no way around it. There's no way to actually speed it up. You can only, weld so much at a time. And, you know, it's just one of those things. It's not going to happen faster than me working on it for like 8 hours every day. So that being said, the charger is coming along. I should have a video out tomorrow, which will just pretty much be getting all the quarter panels. The quarter panels are now almost permanently welded on today. Hopefully I can get them welded on. I was having a little issue with the driver's side. Yeah, the driver's side tail light wasn't lining up correctly, and I kept just trying to realign stuff. Then I figured out that the little grommet on the outside was just a little bit worn. So when I first initially put the tail light in, it was like perfect. But then if I pushed it in, it just like sunk all the way in. So I think that grommet, I've just pulled the tail light in and out too many times. So go over there, put that grommet in. I'm pretty sure that without the grommet in there, it's perfect body line. So hopefully this fixes the issue. Then I can plug weld the quarter panel on, and yeah, that'll be the video. And then hopefully the next video is, I have to weld the seam on the quarter panel and then do body work to it, and hopefully get this thing in primer. I also need to finish the upper rails and also finish the window frame and stuff like that. So it's coming together. It's just definitely a lot of work, and trying to get it where it is right now was a lot of work. So I just can't wait to see it in primer. I really can't wait to start just doing body work on it, because that's going to be so much easier than doing all this fabrication stuff. It just is so tedious, and I just want to see the car in a color. So let's see what you guys are saying, since it is early. What up? Not much. How long do you think the Hellwagon project will take? I think to get it pretty much 100% painted, I should be able to finish that by the end of the year. So the body pretty much 100% finished by the end of the year, with maybe a little bit sooner, because once I get to the bodywork section, it's really just the rear of the car that's modified. All the front panels are brand new. The driver door I need to do a little body work on, but I mean, the fenders, the front bumper, the hood, the rear doors, pretty much the side skirts, the rear bumper. I really don't have to do any body work to those. I just literally have to scuff them and paint them. So I don't see it taking much longer than the end of the year to get the car completely painted, the body completely finished. And I think that's a very realistic timeline. I mean, I don't see anything taking much longer than the end of the year. Getting it driving. So one thing I was thinking, so I'm going to finish modifying the tranny tunnel at the body shop, because he has the tools to roll the sheet metal and everything. So what I was thinking, I need interior, and I pretty much need, I need a newer I need a newer Hellcat. I need like a 19. It doesn't have to be a wide body, anything like that. But I need a key is what I need. I need a key. I need a computer that's chipped to that key to make pretty much everything work, because I think if I go and piece everything together, I'm not going to have a key, which I don't think I could have. I need something with a Hellcat VIN number pretty much to make pretty much everything work, because I don't think I'll be able to go down to the dealership. If I ordered a brand new computer and all the new stuff, I don't think they'd be able to assign it a VIN, or just give me a VIN for you know, the ECU and stuff, because the ECU all has to have its dedicated VIN number. So, um, or that's as far as I know, to make the security stuff work. So I'll have to figure that out coming up, because I have been looking for some Hellcats. But the main reason is because of the interior. I need to find the color that I want for the interior, and just kind of go from there. But the plan is to modify the tranny tunnel, maybe get that Hellcat, throw it in rear wheel drive so I could drive it around for the time being, and then as I'm driving it around, I could modify the subframes and do all that stuff. So it's just not stagnant sitting around. I'll be able to actually drive it. It'll actually look cool. I mean, it'll be drivable. I mean, it'll have interior. It'll be completely finished. Then I can work on getting the 426 built. I can get the transmission all set up. I can get the subframes all set up, and then I can just bolt everything in. So we'll see what happens. But I kind of am entertaining that idea, just so the project isn't just sitting around for a whole nother year, and I could actually just drive it in the meantime, and then get all the all-wheel drive stuff stuffed in it. Let's see. Hi from England. What's going on? What up, Dave? Not much. Let's see. When will the Hummer be in the works? I don't know. I've never had a Hummer. Let's see. What about a mini Hellcat swap? The engine's like as big as the car. Let's see. What's up, buddy? From New York. What's going on, Devin? Hi, all. Late to the party. Not that late. Let's see. Do you think it's going to be road legal? Anything in the U.S. is road legal as long as it has turn signals, headlights, and taillights. Hey, Dave from Mississippi. What's going on? Hi from Brazil. What's going on? Let's see. Are you related to any Chavits? I've never even heard that last name. Hey, Dave, you're early today. Been looking at your Instagram, and it's looking awesome. Thanks. I mean, it's definitely taken a lot of work. Though the one thing I really liked was yesterday, pretty much mounting up the quarter panels. So the passenger side, the tail light, all that grommet's a lot firmer. So, you know, put the quarter panel on, sheet metal screwed the whole thing on, and then put the tail light in, and like the body line was perfect. And I was just pumped. And then I did the driver's side, and that tail light keeps flopping in. So, and then another thing is up against the where the Magnum window frame and the Charger quarter panel line up, it's just like it just sits there. So it's just really nice. I mean, it was a lot of work getting it to the point, but it's definitely worth it. It's worth how I did it. I mean, the extra time that I put into it, I'm not going to have to really be worried about much of anything. I mean, I feel if I get rear-ended in the car, or, you know, hit from the side or something like that, rolled over or anything like that, I feel like the car is going to be completely safe to drive. I'm not going to have to really worry about it. I'm not going to be worried driving, and I'm not going to be, well, I will be worried that somebody's going to hit me because people can't drive, and you know how much time and effort I put in the car. I'd be so mad if somebody hit me in that car. But yeah, I'm just pumped. So let's see. Hello from New Finland? Still researching and collecting parts for my Hellcat S model Magnum project. That's tight. Let's see. Hey Dave, will you hold on? Hey Dave, would like for you to do an LS swap Magnum for us folks that have a V6 and they're on a budget. I mean, if you went standalone, it'd be pretty easy to throw an LS in. I mean, I guess you could just wire it in with the stock computer, do HP tuners, leave the OBD2 plug and stuff like that. But yeah, it wouldn't be that hard, since the LS stuff is all kind of self-contained and pretty easy once you get rid of the key code on it. Detroit watching. What's going on? Around 1 p.m. Let's see. Do you think a whole set HY35 turbo is too small for a Honda 2-liter non-VTEC? Too small? That thing's not going to spool. I would not put a whole set on anything. They're they're a diesel turbo. They're garbage. People that put them on cars are, and people that put them on cars and say they're great are lying, because they spool. They take forever to spool. They're like an old journal. You might as well just go buy a ball bearing China turbo for like $300 than buy a whole set, because the China turbo is going to spool faster than the whole set. And I mean, that size is probably pretty large for a Honda. I mean, unless you have some way to tune it and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot. If you'd have to probably be on E85 as well. So I wouldn't go with a whole set. Just get one of those China ones if you want a cheap turbo. It'll spool way better than whole set. Whole sets are garbage. Let's see. Devin Motorcycle Mechanic. Here's a couple bucks towards custom plate for the Hellwagon project. I'm gonna put a custom plate on it. It's gonna be good, but it's probably not gonna cost as much as most people think, because I think that charger was only $1,200, so I'm gonna have to, like, the registration on the car is going to be for like $1,200, which will be awesome. So it'll be a lot better than my Hellcat, because that was still on like 22 grand. Yeah, 22 grand. So another thing I was thinking about. So I'm looking at this Magnum. So I mounted the little shark fin where it would normally go, actually where the Magnum antenna was. And I don't know if I really like the positioning of it, because it's just like so far forward. It doesn't look right. I was almost thinking about on the Charger, since I'm making a carbon fiber roof skin, to actually have this on the hatch instead, because it'd make more sense. It just, to me, it makes more sense. I mean, maybe I should take one and kind of stick it back there and look at it, but I just feel like that's too far forward. It just looks weird. It's just like there's a bunch of hatch up here, and then I don't know. I just think it looks kind of out of place. But I think back here it'd make more sense if it was on the hatch, like in the center. But we'll see. I still have to decide on that as well. But I have to decide on it before I make the roof skin, because I need to make that thing nice and smooth, because it's gonna be a project as well. But let's see. Could it be tuned to unlock the power without the key? So it's not the whole issue with the 500, 700 or whatever, because mine's going to be 915. But the issue is all the ECUs. I mean, I could get it unlocked, but then I wouldn't have any security. I wouldn't have anything on the car. Even, the security really doesn't do much on Dodges, because there's so many of them that get stolen. But I want it to pretty much function as it would. So I want all the display to work and all that stuff. And I think you have to have a VIN number linked to it so it all works. I mean, I don't think you can get around not to have all like the center display, all the power pages, or all the performance pages and all that stuff to work. I think you have to have a key that has a VIN number related to it. It's not just the point that it has 500, 700. It's all the other stuff that I want to work with the car. So I don't know. It's just one of those things. Once I get to the point, once a car's body, probably like in December, once the body's completely finished, and I'm just like sitting there and like I need some interior and I need a drivetrain or something like that, I might just end up buying like a 19 or something like that, a 19 Charger. I'm kind of looking for like the light brown, so the caramel, I think that's what they call it, the color. I think that's what it's called. But I guess we'll see. It just depends on what goes to the auction. And I'm kind of wary of buying parts from like, I've seen a few Instagram pages, but then there's like a few forums, and like they match the cars that they find with like the parts that are on these pages. So kind of wary buying parts from other people. I could just buy a car at that point and not have to worry about the parts being stolen, especially since I want the VIN number to be good. So I mean, that's going to be a big factor in my decisions right there. Did you check out the place I sent you about badges? The place Boosted Boys used. I have not checked that out. There isn't a key code with LS engines. For the like newer Camaros and stuff, there is. You have to get it deleted because I had to get one deleted because I had a 2002 Camaro swap, and you have to delete the key code, and then you could tune it. It's something you have to do. Let's see. Hey Dave, what's up? Yeah, it would. I don't know what that's to. What happened to the rear wing you were making on the Magnum? I'm not really too worried about it right now. I'm not having a rear wing other than the little kind of duckbill that's built into the Charger trunk, and I'll have the roof wing, but right now it's not that big of a priority, so it's kind of just chilling. Let's see. I'm not sure what camera you use, but I got a GoPro 7 to hopefully improve my channel videos. So I have a is it an AX33, and then I have a Hero 8, and I have a Session, which the Session's kind of messed up from like grinding and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's just cameras really don't matter. I mean, a lot of people that have larger YouTube channels just film on their phones, so it really doesn't matter. It just has to be interesting, I guess. You have any plans about getting the Magnum wrapped? So if we're talking about the Charger, once I finish painting it, I actually went to a place and asked them how much it costs to clear broad, and they said it'd be like $6,000 to have it clear broad and expel. So I'm probably just gonna do it myself. So I literally could buy the clear. I could buy like clear broad everything I have for $6,000, and then I'll just kind of teach myself. Pretty much the good thing about I need to do the 3000 GT anyway. The good thing about the Magnum or the Charger is it's kind of the same as the 3000. It's like pieced together. So and plus I want the clear broad to go behind the fender flares so they don't chafe the paint. And I just want to, do it really, really nice. I want to wrap around the hood. I mean, I'm sure that place that's charging $6,000 would do that, but at the end of the day, I can figure out how to do it myself. I know how to install tint, so clear bra is probably not that much more difficult, and I'll just kind of, figure it out as I go, and just kind of do that. The paint, I really want to protect the car because I'm going to have so much time and effort into painting it. So, the Hellcat. I don't want to have any rock chips, or I want to kind of prevent rock chips a little bit more than not having anything up there. So just kind of want to get it to look really nice. I mean, that's pretty much every car guy's dream, I think, is to have nice looking shit. So we'll see. Badge custom emblems. High quality. They are from Australia. My last comment got cut off that you read was like, I was saying you're early with your Sunday live. The usual start is 1 p.m. Oh yeah, I mean, I am a little bit early, but that's so I can work on the Charger. Hello from Sweden. What's going on? Sweden. Let's see. Am I going to put a lift kit on my dually? I am not. I use it to tow stuff. I don't want it to be super high up. It's already pretty tall. So if I lifted it at all, it'd probably be with wheels. If I put like 22s on it. Dave is right. Earlier LS Camaros had the VAT system, and that newer ones have the password system. Let's see. When you swapped out the dash, did you have to modify the harness connector that connect to the dash of the car? I want to go with the Challenger dash in my Magnum. So I just used all the wiring from the Challenger, so that's what made it really easy. Make sure you trademark your custom badges, or next will be for sale on eBay. I mean, they'll be for sale anyway. It's one of those things that trademarks don't do anything. The things with trademarks is they just protect you from being sued. But if you have, like, I have a video of the badge, so I have a date when I released it. So if somebody would have to have a video dated or something dated before I release that video. So it's to actually sue me. So it really doesn't matter. I'm just worried about, if somebody, like the whole Mustang deal with B is for build. I mean, I don't want to have anything like that. So, I shouldn't have to worry about anything like that. Okay. Love your build videos. They are always in depth as far as builds go, and definitely a lot to learn from them versus other guys where they just time lapse everything. Keep up the awesome work. Thanks. I try to show as much as I can. I think if I ever make any money on YouTube, I'll probably hire like somebody to film. And I think once I have somebody to actually film, it'll be a lot better, because the issue is when I start working on something, I just like really get into it, and I just want to get it done. So then I'm sometimes I forget to actually set the camera up. And with my new GoPro, I actually missed when I was working on the Mini Cooper. I missed a bunch of footage, and I might have missed some on the Charger. I'm not sure yet. I haven't looked at the stuff because I haven't started editing the video. But sometimes when you press the record button, it just turns the camera on, which is weird. So it doesn't always just go to record. And then, sometimes if you press it, it starts recording. It's just really weird. So I don't know what it is, but I've really been paying attention now when I press the button to make sure that it's actually recording, because I kind of got dinked out of some footage on the Mini Cooper. Pretty much the whole second part of tearing down the engine, which kind of was disappointing. Also, I started watching DIY Gang when he bought the burnt one, but was watching you first. But love both channels. Thought it was neat you two hooked up. Yeah, thanks. I mean, he's a cool guy. I mean, I think once our cars are done, they'll probably see each other again. So it's just one of those things. It's pretty cool. From Belgium, nice. I'm glad you're on earlier. I go to work around 2 p.m. That's nice. You're one busy person. Love the videos. Thumbs up, man. Thanks. If you got a crazy good idea, hold on. If you got a crazy good deal to complete Trackhawk long block with blower, would you use it? Or are you dead set on your turbo setup you want to build for your build? If you got a crazy good deal on a complete, I don't know. It depends on how good of a deal it is, because I mean, I bought that Trackhawk for I think like $1,000. I have this block right here. I have a good crank. I have pretty much everything that I need, which I probably wouldn't actually end up using a crank. So to build it to a 426, I'd most likely, because I want to make a lot of power, I'd see, I'm not sure, I haven't researched it yet, but I think I might have to put liners in this. So to go 426, because it's a little bit bigger, just so I don't have to worry about the cylinders cracking, put liners in it, bigger pistons, new crankshaft, different rods. And then at that point, I could build the heads. And at that point, I could do the CNC port on the heads. And I'd probably still only have like $6,000 into this engine. So, and it would be able to make, probably 2,000 horsepower, which at the end of the day, a Trackhawk, I'd have to do the same thing. So it'd have to be like a hell of a deal. I don't know what kind of deal you have, but let me know. He was blown away about how nice your parts was. My boy Dave doesn't buy junk. Let's see. You have too many projects. I'll happily take one off your hands. Preferably the Subi. I mean, I like the Subaru. I haven't driven it in a while, but I can't believe I got that thing for so cheap. I mean, for $600, I mean, it fires up every time. It like hits 14 psi a boost and it rips. So it was a pretty good deal. I need to go take it and rip it around the rally track a little bit and kind of modify the track. I haven't really messed with it too much. Hi, Dave. How do you hold on? How did you really feel when the build fell off the lift and got damaged like it did? Also love the little Mini Cooper. So I was actually pretty not pumped about it because it was a lot of work before that happened. I just finished painting the engine bay. I mean, when I do the Charger, so the plan with the Charger is I'm not going to lift it that high off the ground. So I left the bumper support actually. So they usually spot weld on the car. So I left that because when the car got stolen, for some reason they drilled the spot welds out, pulled that support off. I didn't have it, so I got a new one, and they bolt on. So I'm just gonna let it bolt on, and then I can pull it off. So I don't have to lift the car up that high to stuff the engine and transmission in the car. And eventually I'll get a new lift. I mean, this lift is probably fine now that I tightened the bolts on the floor, but I have so much time and effort. If that car fell off the lift too, I don't know what I'd do. I just be so mad. So I'm gonna not give it the chance, and I'll just probably just 2 feet it, put everything in, just lay on the ground, and just kind of go from there. And eventually, hopefully a company will hook me up with a lift, or I could buy a lift or something like that. And I need to also build a shop or something like that. So I need to do a bunch of stuff, but I want to have pretty much a better setup before I'm comfortable lifting something that I've spent this much time getting the body where I want it to let it fall off the lift too. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'm definitely going to be very cautious putting the new drivetrain into the new Charger because I don't want to have any issues like I did with the Magnum. How's the convid going, people? Hi from Australia also. What's up? I'm on the edge of my seat. Wait to see how you mod the Mini Cooper. I'm hoping Hayabusa turbo. So I don't know. I want to drive it around with the 850 in it. It'll probably be a couple of videos before I have that thing rebuilt. I have to so I'm going to hot tank the block and the head to get them nice and clean because they were pretty grimy, and I want to rebuild the oil pan and the transmission and stuff like that. So there'll probably be a couple of videos, but I want to get that thing running and driving with the 850, which won't be very hard, and then kind of just rip it around a little bit, see how it is, and then probably end up all-wheel driving it. Or I also have this idea. I do have a 2-liter TDI swap just laying around. It has a six-speed front-wheel drive transmission, but I heard that you could bolt the all-wheel drive tranny and use the all-wheel drive system from like a TT or something like that. So that wouldn't be bad. Have an all-wheel drive diesel, because those diesels I think you can make like 200 and something horsepower on them. So, and those things already get like 55 miles a gallon in a Jetta. So I wonder what it would get with like in a Mini Cooper, but we'll see. Show me your car. There isn't much here. It's pretty vacant. I'm just at the junkyard. Does a Hellcat engine still have the cylinder shutdown option? So there's like an economy mode on my Hellcat, and I've never actually turned it on. Actually, I turned it on once, and then I turned it back off because I just want to see what it did. And it probably does shut the cylinders down, but I don't want to mess my engine up. So that's all that stuff does. Hope you're doing well, Dave. Happy Sunday. Looking forward to even more progress on the Imaginer track kitty. Looks awesome so far. I also love your tow rig. I'm a Ford guy. You're on early. Yeah, I think once the Charger's done, I want to build a shop house, and then I also want to maybe upgrade my truck too. So I'll probably end up getting another Ford because I do like them, but I don't know if I want to continue to have a dually. They're fun, but I don't know. I think a single rear wheel F350 might be um, coming. We'll see, like a 19, something like that. Is the Mustang still around? No, it is gone. Subies. I have 2 stock STIs with blown engines. Needless to say, time to switch to a different make. Man, if you have two blown up STIs, I mean, send me some pictures. DM me some pictures. I might want one. Let's see. Hey Dave, do you still have the Scat Pack parts? Which parts? Thank you for answering my question. You are the first ever YouTuber to answer me back. No problem. Let's see. Have you decided on a name for the build yet? So, like I said before, I think I said it in the last video, I'm going for I'm going for Rampage. It just kind of makes sense with the project. Dodge already had a car named Rampage. It was kind of a bastard child. This one is kind of a bastard child too, but it actually is going to look good. So, gonna go for Rampage. The only reason I did entertain the idea of Kong or King Kong was because, you know, I'm most likely gonna be doing drag races in the car, street races and stuff. Probably shouldn't say street races because, you know, all the police and stuff. But you know, there's always that rivalry between King Kong and Godzilla, and I mean, there's always GTRs everywhere. So it would be kind of a funny, you know, play of words and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I'll probably just go with Rampage. It makes more sense with the build. You know, it makes more kind of sense with the design of the logo, and then I really don't have to worry about any issues since Dodge already used the name, and it's already one of those names that is kind of, you know, known with Dodge. So I don't think I'll have any issues. If I feel like if I did use King Kong, even though I think there's like I forgot what it's called, but because it was, since they made the comic so early, or the first movie or whatever so early, there wasn't any way to trademark it, and I think they never trademarked it for so long. Now it's like free game to like anybody, is what I read online, but you can't always trust what you read online. So I'll just I think Rampage is what it's going to be, and we'll just kind of stick with it. What rims and tires do you plan on putting on the Hellwagon? So for the time being, so it kind of depends. So I'm gonna get a like I said, I'm gonna end up getting a Charger Hellcat to throw all the drivetrain in it, so I could drive it until I get the all-wheel drive stuff done. But after the all-wheel drive stuff's in, I'll probably end up using the Trackhawk wheels for the time being, and then just kind of figure out what wheels and offsets going to work with the car, because it is going to be a little bit different. I mean, it is a car, but it does have the wide body, which seemed like the Trackhawk wheels were the perfect width to fit under the flares. And it's just going to be one of those things. Once the car's done, I'll be able to assess it a lot better than me not having a fender or anything on, and just kind of going from that, and kind of going from how the flares look and stuff like that. So we'll see. I mean, it's coming, and we'll just kind of go from there. It'd be nice to have a company hit me up and be like, hey man, you wanna get some wheels, but I am it doesn't seem like I'm ever that lucky. I mean, I see all these other YouTubers and they're getting all these companies hitting them up, but I guess I'll just have to keep doing me. Can I see that car you are working for? So the Charger's not at the junkyard, it's at the body shop, which I'm going to. I just came down to the junkyard to grab some, you know, I had to grab the rear trunk seal, and I also had to grab some of those grommets. Do I still have the Scat Pack parts? Which Scat Pack parts? Hey Dave, when will you upload your next Hellwagon video? I'm gonna have one Monday. So tomorrow there'll be a video, and you know, I was hoping to have one this week, but there's just so many plug welds and stuff. It was just literally gonna be me with a camera time lapse behind me, like welding, like, and it would have looked really shitty. So that'll be in the video, but it, there'll be more stuff of me fitting quarter panels and stuff like that and getting everything lined up. So I think you'll be a lot better of a video. How's it hanging? Are you going to do the twin? Hold on. Are you going to do the twin tank gas tank option in the MK2 Cooper? So I'm probably just going to leave the single gas tank in it. It's just one on the one side. Greetings from Puerto Rico. What's going on? I need a front bumper assembly. I sold the front bumper quite a while ago. I have fenders and a hood, but I wouldn't want to ship those because they'll most likely just get damaged. And I don't have headlights because I use the wiring harnesses out of them. I have all the guts out of a headlight and the lenses and stuff. Let's see. You're talking about money, making money off of YouTube. Most people are pushing for Patreon now, but hold on, if few people did $5 a month, you could hire a camera guy. You're gonna come up with merch deals, maybe. I had merch for a while. I actually had like a Shopify with shirts, hats, pop sockets, all kinds of crap on there, parts I designed, stuff like that. And literally nothing ever sold. And I actually talked about it. I mean, so I just kind of and then you have to pay like $30 a month to have the Shopify, which I was paying more to have the Shopify than I was ever making. So I just kind of killed it. And then, maybe I'll start something back up when I do the Hellcat giveaway. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't even know if I want to do merch. What I was thinking when I do the Hellcat giveaway is to just do a Patreon only giveaway. But unlike everybody else, since I'll do like a $50 tier or something like that, $50 or $100 tier, and I'll have like 3,000 spots, whatever it takes, like 3,000. But instead of most people giving you like $10,000, $20,000 to pay for the taxes, I'll just, since the spot's like $50 or $100, that's what you win the car for. I mean, it only makes sense. I mean, why would you? I mean, I know why people do it, so they don't have to pay the taxes on a McLaren, like $150,000 car, $60,000 Hellcat, anything like that. They don't want to pay the taxes on it. I mean, to me, it really doesn't matter. I mean, it's just taxes. Either they're going to pay it or I'm going to pay it. I'm going to have to pay taxes anyway, and I already have write-offs for the stuff. So at the end of the day, if I did a Patreon only giveaway and had people do like $50 or $100 tier and to enter to win the Hellcat, then if they won the car for $50 or $100 and that's all they showed, and they got a car, they wouldn't have to pay taxes on it, for one, because they would be getting the car for fucking nothing. Then when they went down to the DMV, they could register the said car for $50 or $100, so they wouldn't have to pay anything on registration. So I think my giveaway has a lot of ups compared to everybody else. And at the end of the day, if I had 3,000 spots, that would be I don't know, at 3,000 times, 3,000 times 100. That's actually like 300. What is that? Fuck. Isn't that like $300,000? That's crazy. But maybe 2,000 spots. I don't know. I don't want to go crazy with it. But then I would just have to pay the tax on the money, which it's like 33%, which is like, what, 75 grand or something like that. So at the end of the day, what's better? The people that are entering like 80, and then they're giving you, so you're getting a GTR that's worth like, let's say 70 grand. They're giving you another 50 grand. So you're paying taxes on the 70 and the 50 grand. Plus you're supposed to use that 50 grand to pay the taxes, but you're still getting taxed on the money. I think my giveaway is going to be way better. So if you guys are interested, let me know. I mean, I don't know. I think it's a pretty good idea to let somebody actually win a car that they don't really have to. You're not paying any taxes on. I mean, it's crazy to win something and then I mean, when you win the lottery, you pay tax, but you're paying the tax out of the money that you win. So it's I don't know. Maybe it's a stupid idea, but I plan on giving the Hellcat away. It'll be coming. So once the Charger's running and driving, that's gonna be fired up. That giveaway is gonna start because I definitely want the car to go to a good home. I don't want to have to worry about it, sitting outside or something, or something sitting outside because I have to have the Hellcat in the garage and the Charger in the garage because the Charger isn't sitting outside. So we'll see. Let's see. FC content. I'll probably I'll actually probably have a video when I do the fan shroud because I'm going to do the fan shroud and the Charger roof skin at the same time. So I could do 2 carbon fiber things at the same time. Hey Dave, what engine are you going to put in the Charger? Probably a stock Hellcat one at first and then a built 426. You're such an awesome guy to answer each question. Most YouTubers skip to only interesting ones. Really hits us viewers personally to see you care what we think. Yeah, no problem. I mean, that's the whole point behind a live stream. I mean, even if I had, it'd probably be hard if you were like Cletus or something to answer all of them, because I bet like once you get to that level, there's probably just like, this would probably just be like 100,000 people watching or 1,000 people, and there'd just be like hundreds of thousands of comments. So it'd be kind of hard to answer all of them, but I mean, I try. I mean, I'd even try then. So live stream in the shop and not outside. What's the occasion? So I just had to grab some parts for the Charger because I'm going to go mess with it in a second. Let's see. Hey, I'm 14 and I want to be a Mancy? What is that? A mechanic, maybe? How did you start to be a mechanic, I guess is what you're trying to say. I mean, I've just always kind of worked on stuff throughout my whole life. Even when I was a kid, I always took stuff apart. So, I mean, just the easiest thing is to kind of take things apart. If you can't remember how stuff goes, I have a pretty good memory. Just take pictures of it, and then you'll kind of get used to taking stuff apart, where stuff goes and stuff like that. I mean, it's just kind of doing it is what, how you kind of learn. Hello from Jamaica. I love what you are doing with the Rampage build. I see your vision, and it is also and it is so appropriate that it can be seen and met in the end. Thanks. Put some TE37s on it. Yeah, I don't know if that would look good. I don't even know if they have 5x127 TE37s. Call Nenno. This goes to my previous comment, but what about merch? Name your builds and do custom t-shirts with pics of your builds with their name and sell shirts and decals. I'd buy decals and shirt if you had one. I mean, I might need to do something, but we'll see with the whole giveaway thing. Then if I do shirts now, I mean, I'd rather release merch for a giveaway, which at the same time, I really don't know if I want to do merch with how many issues there is with getting products and all that stuff and shipping it. It's just kind of a pain. So we'll see. It's just one of those things. I don't know. It's one of the unknowns right now, but I need to figure it out in the next couple months, I guess. Is the Junkyard actually a junkyard, or is it just the name of the shop? No, it's actually a junkyard. This is a 80-acre junkyard. So let's see. What will be the responsibility of the winner of the Hellcat? Pretty much drive it. I mean, drive it, register it at your DMV for whatever the buy-in for the Patreon thing is, and that's it. I mean, it's gonna be pretty much a free car. I mean, unless you buy 3,000 spots, but I mean, if you just bought one spot, it's pretty much a free car. I mean, 50 or $100. I mean, I still haven't decided on the price, but it just sounds so much better. I mean, you don't have to pay any taxes, which everybody loves to not pay taxes on stuff. So especially when you go down to DMV, you're not going to really have to pay any taxes. I don't know what they'll do when you're registering a 2018 Hellcat and you have $100 on thing, but I'll give you like you'll have paperwork and everything to show that you paid $100 for it. So I don't think there's much they can do about it. They'll just be really, really mad. So we'll figure it out. I mean, it's going to be one of those things I have to think about. I'm definitely going to be in on the giveaway. I'd love to pull up to my job at Walmart with one just to see the looks. I always thought like it'd be pretty funny that if I ever did get another job and worked at a corporation, I wonder what they think I did, because I could just drive like a different cool ass car every day to work and then just be like, what the hell does this guy do? But I don't know. I've thought about getting like another, like a day job or something, just to like have a job and have insurance and stuff like that. I could get another engineering job, but I don't know. I really haven't looked, and it just doesn't really, I don't know. It doesn't really sound interesting anymore. It's just one of those things. So, yeah, it'd be pretty funny. I mean, I've thought about the same thing, like getting a job and then having like all this cool ass shit or something. But what's the future for the Scat Pack Swap Magnum? So I don't know. I think I definitely, that's something I didn't even think about. So if I do get the Charger and use the Hellcat swap, if I get a new Hellcat Charger, like a 19 or something, not a wide body, it really doesn't have to be a wide body, and I put all that stuff into the new Charger that I'm building, the Rampage Charger, and then once I get all the Trackhawk all-wheel drive stuff put in it, I could take that swap and put it in the old Magnum, paint the old Magnum, and then have a 700 horsepower Magnum instead of a 500 horsepower Magnum. So, yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't even think about that until just then. I will enter if Canadians are eligible, no doubt. So the thing about this giveaway, I don't think it'll be an issue. I think the issue with all other giveaways is, so if you declare a value, so if I'm valuing the car for 50 or $100, I don't have to get bonded. I don't have to do any of that stuff. So technically, at the end of the day, Canada, the US, Mexico, I'm not going to pay to ship it anywhere. I'm not going to pay, like I'll probably ship it within the US or drive it to wherever it's going and fly back. Maybe I might do Canada, but if people enter that are in Mexico or something like that, I'm not going to pay to ship it to Mexico, because I don't want to drive, through Mexico, because kind of, there's like all the stuff they talked about. I don't want to get kidnapped. So, and then I don't know how it'd work if people out of the country did it. So my mom's sister works at customs in Germany, so I could get the car into Germany, but I don't know how that would work. I almost want to just do it so if I have the Patreon only giveaway, I could just pretty much, whoever the winner that gets picked, I could just pretty much just like give them the car and give them the paperwork, and then it's not technically a giveaway almost. I don't know how, since the declared value is not high enough, I don't have to get bonded or anything like that. So I don't know. I mean, I think it'd be cool to let it just kind of go to, anybody that watches my channel. If they want to figure out how to ship it across the ocean, I mean, that's up to them. But, I don't want people to get mad, because, when I do stuff, I do it right. And I'm not going to do any shady stuff. When I pick a winner, it's just going to be like whoever gets picked. It's not going to be one of those shady deals. I heard a lot of a lot of people talking about channels using this one number generator, but you can go and edit it and stuff like that. So I might just do like numbers out of like a bucket or something, like who knows, or do like the rolly balls, or this one dude does lotto numbers or something like that. I mean, I think there's a lot of ways to do it where people don't get mad about that they feel like it's a fake giveaway. So, and I don't want people to have that thought in their mind, because I'm not gonna try to screw people over, because I don't want to get screwed over. So we'll figure it out. Man, my phone's almost dead. I must not all the way charged yesterday. Do I still have the suspension for the Scat Pack? I do, but I don't really want to ship it. That would be $300K, but you have to figure that I have to pay taxes on the $300K. So since I'm not shifting the tax over to the person that wins the car, I have to pay the tax. So it's more like 225, but I mean, it's still a lot of money. So you have to figure that you're winning the car for like 50 or $100, not, 300K. It's the opportunity. So there's always opportunity costs. I mean, you could just not enter. I mean, but it's one of those things. I mean, then you don't have to pay taxes. You don't have to pay a bunch of money to register the car, and I have to eat all the tax, which is kind of a big thing. Plus, all the money goes back into building cool projects like the charger and stuff like that. And the more money I can put into projects, the cooler they will get. And trust me, we're not going to be going into Lamborghinis or Ferraris. I might eventually get one, but not like that. I don't want to turn my channel into one of those channels. I got a Ferrari. I got a Lamborghini. Blah blah blah. I'd rather build like a cool ass like resto modded Mustang, like B is for build, but more resto modded. Let's see. I do 50 easy for a chance. Awesome. I mean, I still have to figure it out, so we'll see. I'm 16. I was thinking to buy a 98 Civic. Is it a good idea? I mean, if it's cheap, if you could buy a cheap car and put a little bit of time and effort into it, clean it up. I mean, the best way to start with working on cars, and if you're planning on getting into flipping cars, is to buy something that, I mean, nobody wants to buy a dirty car. So you can go pretty much buy a car like a Civic or something like that just needs to be cleaned up, polish it, clean it up, relist it, make $1,000 or something like that, make $500, go to the next thing, get something a little bit harder, get something that needs a fuel filter, do that, clean it up, and make like another $500, $1,000, and just kind of go from there. I mean, it's just a process. The littler steps you take towards, you don't want to go buy something that needs to get, an engine replaced, that you've never replaced an engine, and then you pull it apart. You don't remember where anything goes. You don't remember how it goes together. It's just one of those things. I mean, the simpler you can get into it and the littler steps you can take, the better. I'm the same with 2JZ Fox. Tight. I don't remember what he said. Oh, tight. You're in Canada. Hell yeah. I mean, I don't really know what the rules are in Canada. I don't really know if it's not technically classified as a giveaway, and I don't think there's any real rules about it. I don't think the Canadian government can do anything. So I mean, I plan on, I want to help my subscribers out. I mean, if you win a car, I mean, there's so many rules and stuff that are just stupid. I mean, it's just crazy that you have to, I think it's like an extra like $6,000 to actually be able to do a giveaway and have people win something in Canada. Or you like each place you have to like bond in New York and in Florida and stuff if it's over a certain amount. So I mean, if I kept it under that amount, it really wouldn't matter. It'd just kind of be kind of like everything else. You're just kind of bending the rules, which at the end of the day, it's you're gonna get it for super cheap. So we'll see. I'd sell the two Subies in a heartbeat to pay the taxes on the Hellcat if I want it. I mean, you won't have to pay taxes. There's not going to be any taxes. That's the what was I just going to say? Fuck, I lost that word. That's the great thing about it. There's not, the person that wins a car isn't going to have to pay taxes. It's the best thing in the world. Everybody loves not to pay taxes. Have you had any time to look for land in a shop house yet? So I have not. I've been so busy with the Charger. I pretty much work on it every day. I'm really just I'm just moving forward on that project. And once the body's done on it, I can start looking into it. I do want to resolve this issue by the end of next year. I think I want to have something so everything's in the same spot and just have kind of my own space. And I've been talking about this for a long time. I think it's pretty much time for it to happen. Is the Hellcat Magnum going to be at SEMA? That, like I've said before, that depends on a company. At 2JC Vox, I second that. K-Swap, a Fiera already. I've been thinking about, but I don't think I can fit in one. It's lunchtime. I'm just a Walmart worker, but here's a couple dollars for the dollar menu. Thanks, I appreciate it, man. If you do that with a Magnum, then call it King Kong. And just have a bunch of, well, then I could just reuse the emblem. Do what Trevor did, 5 Gs for shipping. I don't even know what that means. 5 Gs for shipping? When did he ship anything for 5 Gs? 80 acres of junk? Holy crap. It's 80 acres of treasures is what it's called. Let's see. If I was to win, I'd pick it up. I mean, that's cool too. I mean, I don't mind driving across the country. I won't drive it across the ocean. I mean, that would be too cool. That'd be kind of a cool little video though. Just like drive it into a shipping container and just like ride on the boat and then drive it to wherever it is in Europe, because I've driven to Europe before. So, yeah, take it on the Autobahn and max that baby out. I was just helping you with the math, nothing more. Yeah, I think I've gotten worse at math since I don't know what it is. I guess I just don't do enough of it lately. So I used to do a bunch of it when I had an actual job, but yeah, I just haven't been doing very much of it. I kind of need to like train my brain again, do some problems, get like a school book or something. Once the Hellwagon's done, are you gonna mod it like air suspension, custom stereo system? Probably not custom stereo. I'll leave the because I'm gonna have the stock subwoofer and stuff in it. But I want to do coilovers, and then I want to do bags on top of the coilovers, as long as the air system's not too extensive, because I don't want just a bunch of stuff in my car. Because I want to be able to have the car really nice ride height, but I also want to be able to lift it up. So when I'm going to steep parking lots, I'm not going to just destroy the bumpers and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I definitely need to figure out what coilovers I'm going to get. I'm looking more towards, I know KW makes some coilovers, and I'll probably buy some good coilovers. If I don't get any, I'll have to probably get Trackhawk ones, because I need the Trackhawk coilovers. So we'll see. Let's see. The interior also, it's going to be stock interior. The back's just going to be, the Magnum interior is going to be the back. Bottom part's probably going to be Charger. I'll probably have to make some parts here and there. We'll see. Greeting from Chiraco? Is that how you spell that? What's going on? will you replace the crushed quarter on the Scat Pack Magnum? I plan on actually repairing that as well. So once I get the first project, or once I get the charger project finished and I get the Hellcat swap in this one, I'll pretty much fix what I need to fix before I paint it. And I want to put a newer charger front on this as well, and just kind of go from there. So in Texas, you would have to pay taxes to register. I think they call it an ARV, assume retail value. I think they could only assume that. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they could only assume the value if you don't have any documentation. I think if I give the winner documentation that they paid $100 for a car, I don't think they could use an assumed value for it. I think they're only going assumed values when, I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, I feel like that'd be kind of shady if you went to the DMV and they're like, well, you have all the paperwork that shows you paid. Like, even if I had notarized paperwork from a bank that I could give you that showed you paid 100 or 50 bucks, I don't think there's a way that they could go back on that. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like if you have the statements and everything like that, I don't think there's a way they could do it. But who knows? DMVs are kind of shady as it is. Which at that point they would have had to, I don't know. I think they do that here too, but they didn't do it to me when I got it registered. So car plus 5Gs. Because, well, I mean, you're having to pay taxes on the car. So I could make you pay taxes on it. 60. Hold on. What's the Hellcat worth? I'd have to do it. I think it's like 65 grand. I mean, you could pay taxes on 65 grand and I give you like 10 grand, but at the end of the day, you're losing out because you're paying taxes on 65 grand, and you're paying taxes on 10 grand. It's 75 grand. So it's not free money at all. I mean, I don't understand people. I think people just get blinded by that they're getting like, oh, we're getting like an extra 10 grand. It's not free money. You're still paying taxes on it. Who else used to go to pick and pulls for fun? Shit, I used to go to pick and pull. I went to U-Pull yards when I was working at Cummins as an engineer. Like on the weekends, I'd go pull parts just to pull parts and sell them on Craigslist. I don't know. Canada has a whole gift car option as well. I was gifted a car a long time ago and had to pay 50 bucks. Yep, you mean I could do that too. I mean, I'll work with whoever wins the car. I mean, this is going to be, I don't know. I don't think there'll be any legal issues, but I think I want to work with the people. Whoever wins the car, I pretty much want them to get it for free. I mean, you're winning a car. I want you to get it kind of for free, pretty much. Technically speaking, for free. So wish we lived in the same area. You have free helper just to junkyard parts hunt. I love junkyards. I mean, I love junkyards too. Hello, Dave. What's up, Robert? You need to make a Magnum into Rampage El Camino. I actually was thinking about doing a red eye into one of those. Proper pronunciation. Fuck, I can't say that word today. Proper pronunciation. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm not gonna say it. I don't know. I fucking can't say that today. That's even worse because Curacao. Let's see. Some states like Kentucky charges tax on Blue Book value no matter what you paid. That's interesting. In New York, you're right, with notarized paperwork, that is the value, but I think minimum is $200 now. I mean, at this point, I might just say the car was free. I mean, if you win the car, I'll just say it's free. I mean, I don't care. It's one of those things. You're winning a car. If I mean, every giveaway people do, everything, everybody has to pay tax on it, and I feel like I'm not gonna be negative, but I feel like a lot of the people that win, you know, 80/80 gives away all these supercars. I mean, you go and win a Lamborghini, a McLaren, a GTR, blah 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 blah, all this shit that's worth, $80,000 and up. The people that win it, if you're like 18 years old, how are you going to pay to register it? How are you going to pay to maintain it? I mean, how are you going to pay the taxes on it? Even if they give you $50,000, how are you going to pay the taxes on it? Because you're still paying $50,000 or tax on the $50,000. So, at the end of the day, I really think it's just kind of one of those bait and switches. You see like, oh yeah, I'm going to get an extra $50,000 that I don't have to pay tax on, but then you get hit and you're like, oh fuck, I have to pay tax on like $250,000 because I won a McLaren and they gave me $50,000 on top of it. So I think it's kind of a bait and switch, and my phone's about to run out of power. I'm on 5%. So I'll end the video here. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully you guys got a little bit of insight about the Hellcat giveaway that's going to be coming. Thanks for watching, and see you guys tomorrow, because there'll be a charger video tomorrow. But thanks for watching.